Because I remember that interview where you said it was the first person that made you wanted to be a better person for. You wanted to change yourself to be a better person
Yes.
for her, and that's what I think we're all seeking in life. And I mean, do you think part of that is by the attraction that you met, this change that you both went through, this personal journey that she's helped you as well? How have you kind of become fit throughout your life? Are you journaling, visualization? Do you spend, have the difference between time with Sarah and the time on the business, etc.? What habits do you put in to keep yourself fit in your everyday life?
Sarah she's always been the type to, and this is so hard to teach. It's so hard to take someone who's not used to doing this and then have them do it. Sarah's always been driven, and I saw that in her from the beginning.
Hmm.
Driven to get her degree, driven to travel and become a travel nurse, driven to create more income, driven to become a better person in her fitness career. And as time passes, we learn things about each other every day. And Sarah, she can adapt to something that she feels is healthy, like waking up earlier. Recently, we've been waking up, pushing it back almost like 10 or 15 minutes every morning. This morning, we woke up at 4:45, and she's more than willing to make those changes, and I'm as well. If I think it's going to be better for us, if it gives us an extra hour or 30 minutes to walk the dogs by ourselves in the morning. But we've implanted, probably not a whole lot, but 3 or 4 different things that we do in the morning and at night that helps our relationship. And we don't really spend the time. We don't do date nights a whole lot. Maybe like twice this year we've had a date night, but those, like I said, those small shifts in schedule or your scheduling is what really is great for us. So we'll wake up pretty early in the morning, no phones, no checking emails, and we will go take the dogs for a 30-45 minute walk down the road. Sometimes we'll just even go, a mile more because I enjoy the time with her. And the same thing as at night, 9:30. If I'm not off of the computer, she will come get me off the computer. And sometimes it's annoying because I want to keep working,
Hmm.
but she says, "You better be in this room at 9:30." Before I get into the room, we set all our phones, iPads, computers, whatever in her room. We set the alarms. We set 3 or 4 of them, and we'll go to bed and we'll maybe read for 10-15 minutes. We'll talk, and then the next morning it repeats. So yeah, the scheduling really helps us a lot. I don't know if that answers your question. Hopefully it did.
No, it definitely does. I mean, I love that you found somebody that you can have that kind of relationship with, because I know from running my own podcast how nerve wracking it is. You're always thinking about things, you're always juggling, you're always going from one interview to the next, and to have somebody that you can do that, and to have somebody that you prioritize what's important in your life, and it's great that you have that kind of like central point that you can reconnect yourself and center yourself with. It's something I would love to get back to. I mean, Tinder is just a nightmare just now. It's like its own battle bunker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so, what has like YouTube taught you? Would you have done the same path again? Because you've said in another interview that you kind of had regrets about what you felt were wasted years up until you joined. Do you
Yeah.
think were they not the making of you that you needed